I'm Chef Celeste, and I'm going to cook some healthy recipes along with the East Baton Rouge Council on Aging. Our mission is to help you to eat better and cook better. So we're going to talk about sweet potatoes and spinach and all these other things that you can add to your table to eat just a little bit better. So remember, East Baton Rouge Council on Aging, we are going to eat meat from the trainers. We have some salad greens, some squash, a lot of different things in here. So we're just going to make a nice, healthy dish. And I just like to use just a very little bit of oil. We have, and just lighten the table up a little bit. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it's a great plan because we're at the right time of year where things are really starting to pick up. You know, we're closing out summer. We're right in that little transition period where all the fall crops are starting to come in. So you'll be starting to see some new things like turnips and turnip greens, mustard greens. We have some great eggplant that's still showing up, and some jalapenos, and a little bit of summer squash still there. But we'll have, you know, each week we're going to have a little bit more coming to the market. So this is really the great time to get out there and visit us because you're going to see more and more and more build each week.
Okay. Can I have one of the eggplant?
Yes.
Thank you.
We picked these up this morning at the Thursday Farmers Market at Kennington.
You should be eating healthier all the time.
I remember when I did my first cooking demo with you, it was a little nerve-wracking, so I'd like to think I've improved throughout the year.
You have.
We might need a little more seasoning.
Put a little bit more seasoning on it. What seasoning are you using?
Oh, it's the Chef Celeste Senior Seasoning, steak seasoning.
Really? So that's been out, folks. It's just coming out. So you can pick some at the market also. And that's the great thing about coming out to the market. We have a lot of great vendors down there too. And you may notice I'm putting this in with my steak. Everything is going in one pot. That's because, right, that's the way I like to cook. One pot cooking. You don't have a lot of mess to clean up at the end. And you can actually just stir this around a little bit. So, yeah, I'm going to put you to work here. So, put her to work and she's over out the pan already. So, I'm going to walk around you for a minute and I'm going to build a salad. So, over here, we also started with, we have some spinach. I have some, we have enough eating craves and everything that's going on. You should have been eating healthier all the time.
I remember when I did my first cooking demo with you, it was a little nerve-wracking, so I'd like to think I've improved throughout the year.
You have.
We might need a little more seasoning.
Put a little bit more seasoning on it. What seasoning are you using?
Oh, it's the Chef Celeste Senior Seasoning, steak seasoning.
Really? So that's been out, folks. It's just coming out. So you can pick some at the market also. And that's the great thing about coming out to the market. We have a lot of great vendors down there too. And you may notice I'm putting this in with my steak. Everything is going in one pot. That's because, right, that's the way I like to cook. One pot cooking. You don't have a lot of mess to clean up at the end. And you can actually just stir this around a little bit. So, yeah, I'm going to put you to work here. So, put her to work and she's over out the pan already. So, I'm going to walk around you for a minute and I'm going to build a salad. So, because we want you to have a little more green in your diet. We all need more green in our diet. Now, I'm actually going to add some chopped onion, bell pepper, and celery. Yes, this is the Holy Trinity, but eat it raw in a salad. We need to get more raw into our diets.
And we do have a lot of different interesting greens at the market too. So you can put them in a salad, I guess.
I like them either, if you put them in a salad, then you want to chop them really fine.
Pretty bitter.
And then you can just saute them nice, some of the nutrients in there. And then take your turnip bottoms and just peel them. I'm just going to go around and lightly peel. And I'm going to slice this real thin and put it on a salad the same way you would do a radish.
Okay.
So it has a nice flavor to it. You can eat these quite a few ways. And I learned that because of my child. My neighbors had a garden, and they said the kids can go and pick from the gardens. Why would you tell a child that? They picked bags of turnips. So it's like you're going to eat baked turnips, mashed turnips, you're going to have diced turnips, you're going to eat turnips so many different ways. But in that, we all learn to enjoy turnips.
Well, I actually just sort of substitute it for a potato anytime when it's in season, and I find that it, you know, works well. I do it with my roast instead of the carrot potatoes. I do carrots and turnips, or just anywhere you use a potato, just you can always throw the turnip.
Right, that's a very good idea. I like that. All right, I'm just doing a nice thin chop on here. Slice, you see that? Nice and thin. That's going to go on the salad too. Look at your nice colorful salad.
Looks delicious.
And then you top it off with the dressing of your choice, which should be my honey mustard, but you can really use the dressing of your choice. So go ahead and set that over there to the side. Darlene, what happened to our heat?
You know, texture and just so it isn't just so liquidy, you know, some depth to it.
And that's the thing that people should understand with your kids. They will try fresh vegetables. You may have to try a few different ways to use it, but try and get as many fresh vegetables in them as possible. It's all about how you introduce it. I'm going to add a little more oil in here.
Oh, I thought maybe that was a little wine.
No, it's oil. I just like to put it in a glass. It just makes me feel better. Do whatever makes you happy while you're cooking. Let's get some more steak seasoning on here. We're looking at a little blonde over here.
Oh, yeah.
And we want the color. Yep, there you go. Season both sides of your food. You don't want to use a lot of salt in there. You want to use just lightly, a lot of herbs.
Fresh herbs, yeah, that's what I think. I mean, I have my own herb garden at my house, and that's primarily, I put it in everything. So it's the way they incorporate it, I just pick whatever's out there.
Right.
It brings so much freshness and flavor.
Now, I do not have an herb garden because I don't have a green thumb. That's why I love going to the market.
Mine's not very green, but I can handle herbs. That's about the only thing.
See, I don't know what it is about the herbs, but you can go to the market, you can pick those up, you can try and plant them. If you don't succeed, you try again because it's not their fault, it's yours. I'm not out of my fault.
Well, and several farmers also sell the cut herbs as well. If you don't want to grow them, you can either purchase them already in the little seedling to put in your garden, or you can just buy them already chopped.
Yeah, and you can definitely do either one. So, we put this on here.
Good,
Now we're
Chef.
getting some heat on here. Right. It's looking really good. Now let me have the garlic Italian. Creole garlic, I'm sorry. Yes. And then I actually took some of the spinach and I cooked the spinach down. It's chopped spinach and it's cooked. Go ahead, sprinkle.
It's going in here? Or
Yes, it's going in here. That has the Italian seasoning in here. We also have a little bit of pepper, another pinch of salt in there, and a little bit of cheese because you need cheese in your life sometimes. So put a little bit of cheese in there. You watch that. I'm going to let you taste this spinach.
All right.
So she can give you a preview on air of what this spinach actually tastes like. So, now folks, what I want you to notice, when she does this taste, we're going to put this in another sink. Don't double dip in your pots. Even if you're cooking for your family, don't double dip. That's
really
not nice.
That's really good.
Now drop it in this sink.
Really savory.
Now that's what I want you to do. Put it in a different sink.
Okay.
When you finish, and stop double dipping. Okay, now.
It's looking good.
It is looking good.
Ready for taste test number 2.
Almost ready for taste testing. So we're going to have this steak at rare to medium. How do you like the steak?
Usually medium rare to medium.
Okay, that works. So that's how I wanted to cook it. I had somebody this morning, I was cooking a steak. I was cooking steak and eggs. I was like, how do you like the steak? It's like, please don't say well. They're like, well. So that's what I did. I cooked it well. Now,
But the
just
spinach is
because
really good.
I need some color in there. I used to add spinach into my food the same way you would add parsley, because that is another way to sneak some veggies in there for people that you have to sneak them in there.
And what did you cook again, the spinach in?
The spinach has some, a little bit of water.
Does it have chicken stuff? It
No
tastes
chicken
like
stuff.
it. It tastes very...
That's the salt, pepper, and the garlic Italian, a little bit of cheese in there.
Oh, the cheese.
That's the cheese that actually brings it out.
Yeah.
So we're going to let this one go for another
To
minute.
that point where they're going to ask for it. One of their favorite things is lion's mane mushrooms. So.
Oh, a little bit of cold with the steak. Gonna have the honey mustard. Shake that up for a bit.
Right here.
Yeah, that one right there. I like sweet too. And this is all natural, fat-free, made with Louisiana honey.
All right.
And And we're gonna put a little stripe right across the top. That's your steak sauce. Now, I need a pinch of parsley.
Parsley. How much? Just a
That's
little.
good. Make your plate pretty. It's all about the beauty.
It's pretty.
Thank you. And I'm gonna bring it over and sit it down. All right, folks, you ready? I'm gonna do a close-up. Come on and bring that close right here.
So you can make this dish at home. Just come down to the market and see us, pick up your stuff, and let Chef Celeste be your inspiration to cook something delicious.
Thank you. Delicious and healthy. See you next time.